thought it was him doing did all these songs.
I don't even remember him at all.
Because the middle of the house, I always loved that song because that was, of course, about having a train come through the middle of the house.
Yeah, that was his, I think.
Yeah. But anyway, it's supposed to be his greatest hits. It's got Shifting Whispering Sands, In the Middle of the House, No Help Wanted, Two Little Boys, Freight Train. Excuse me, first.
Whispering Sands, number 3.
Okay.
I Was Satisfied, number 11. In the Middle of the House, 20. Freight Train, 6. See, but I've got Nancy Whiskey.
Whiskey?
They're what do you call darn it all, Lonnie Donegan.
Oh, okay, yeah.
What's that kind of music?
Kind of a novelty.
Well, no, it's a style of music. And Nancy Whiskey, what was this? Charles McDivitt and Nancy Whiskey brought that song and made it start to get popular, so he grabbed it and did it for a pop version.
Okay, so that was kind of an Irish.
I'm trying to think.
Not Irish, but would that be Scottish or Irish? Lonnie Donegan, was he Scottish or Irish?
No, well, I'm trying to.
I guess he'd be Irish.
I'm lost for words. I'm trying to think of the type of music it is.
That Skunk Cat's too tight in your head.
Doing something, yeah.
Shrinking.
But anyways, Shifting Whispering Sands. Well, here's what you do. I can give you some of the artists that did this stuff.
See, this is what I gotta say. It's what I grew up with. My dad had a Rusty Draper album, and I used to play it all the time.
I was into the people that I just happened to latch on to some of the.
Two Little Boys was a good song, and I remember.
Now that I don't remember.
Well, see, I remember that done by Ron Coden. He was a Detroit guy that sang in bars and clubs and stuff, and he did that.
Okay,
song.
Shifting Whispering Sands. Rusty Draper had the bigger hit, number 3 in '55, and Billy Vaughn made number 5.
Okay.
His version. A Freight Train. Charles McDivitt and Nancy Whiskey. Freight Train, going so fast. And I just liked the version, the musication that they gave, and it was in that kind of, what the hell am I doing here?
I don't know.
Freight Train. I'm going the wrong way is what I was doing. Freight, F-R-I or E first?
E-I.
E-I, okay. Freight Train, going so fast. Freight Train. Rusty Draper made number 6, and Charles McDivitt's was number 40.
Oh, so there you go.
See, they're the ones that did it. Then Rusty Draper was a big cover artist, so he.
So this was like pop though, right? This is in the pop book,
yeah.
Or the country book?
It's pop.
Pop, yeah. So you made the pop versions. Well, let's let Walt here in the middle of the house. What do you think?
Well, hang on a second. Stop the damn thing, will you?
He's a grumpy old guy, isn't he?
Yeah, we're all good.
That's why. Yeah, right. That's why he's the #1 asshole.
In the middle of an island, no, that's not. In the middle of a house, Vaughn Monroe had the big hit of it, 11 and number 56. The Rusty Draper's was 20.
What year was Rusty Draper's?
56.
He was in 56 also.
Yeah, both in 56.
Oh, okay. So yeah, kind of like covering a lot of the rock and rollers covered the black versions and.
Well, just like Pat Boone did. All what he did is he took all the R&B songs because he was popular in the white group.
Right.
So he took all the songs, redid them, and it was big hits.
Okay.
Rusty Draper did about the same thing with a lot of the little hits and stuff like that.
Ding. Okay.
Ding.
So middle of the house. Here we go.
Oh, the railroad comes through the middle of the house. The railroad comes through the middle of the house. The trains all come through the middle of the house since the company bought the land. Oh, they let us live in the front of the house. They let us live in the back. But there ain't no living in the middle of the house, 'cause that's the railroad track. When a bill collector comes to the house, he knocks and he bangs on the door. So we set him right down in the middle of the house, and he never comes back no more. No, he never comes back no more. Oh, the railroad comes through the middle of the house. The railroad comes through the middle of the house. It comes and goes through the middle of the house, and the trains are all on time. And comes the 509. Oh, the railroad comes through the middle of the house, in and out of the middle of the house, right smack dab through the middle of the house where the parlor used to be. There's a great big door in the front of the house, there's a little old door in the back, but we can't have doors in the middle of the house 'cause that's the railroad track. A relative came to visit the house, he liked to scream and fuss, so we sat him right down in the middle of the house, and he never more bothered us. No, he never more bothered us. Oh, the railroad comes through the middle of the house. The railroad comes through the middle of the house. It comes and goes through the middle of the house since the company bought the land. I'm a-singing this song in the middle of the house.
Trailers for sale or rent, rooms to rent,
Old stogies,
rent.
whatever.
Old stove.
Stogies I have found,
There you go.
Short,
not too big around.
Big
Yeah,
around,
there you go.
I'm a man of means by no
By
Wow,
no
this is a
means.
lot, most I heard Walt ever say. Yeah.
Hey, boy, we got a nice mic right in front of him too. We heard it.
Mm.